so we're going to have the unveiling of material. So, gentlemen.
All right. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
We started this journey about a good 3 months ago. Not an easy one it was, but definitely a worthy one. One worth our time, worth all of your time, and worth coming up with something that will give us, a start to the conversation of how we improve this relationship between community and police. We started with a round of focus groups in every major city, the 3 Cs, Cleveland, Columbus, Cincinnati, Dayton, and Toledo, and we wanted to make sure we got everyone's feedback from community, youth, and police on, what their thoughts were and what our different ideas were as far as the campaign, and we believe that we came up with something that isn't something that just says, can't we all just get along, or something that's just very definitive. And this is not a very definite situation. It's something that we have to start, something that we have to grow and build together. So that's how we came up with our Change Starts Here campaign, and then I'll let my partner Johanna tell you a little bit more about how we even came to that conclusion and how we involved everyone in the community and all of your ideas, all of your thoughts into what we've come up with.
Yes, and like Christopher said, we knew that this campaign wasn't like most PSA campaigns. Most PSA campaigns have a way of taking an issue and kind of throwing it in your face, and with a definitive, we need to stop this, or we need to, put an end to this, right? And so with this situation, we knew that this was not a more so black and white situation, it was a cut and dry situation where we just need to stop doing something. We actually realized from the feedback from the focus group, from police, youth, and community, this was actually the beginning. People wanted more transparency, they wanted more accountability, and they wanted to actually see things being done, not only on the side of law enforcement, but on the side of the community as well. So that's how we ended up coming up with the campaign, Change Starts Here. Change represents that action, right? So, most of the feedback we got was that something needs to happen. We need to stop just talking and having reasons to talk when it comes to certain situations that happen, but we actually need to see some action. So that's where the change came from. And then Starts just goes back to reference to the point that this campaign just represents the beginning of a series of steps, including, certifications and community programs, and even on the community side, having more conversations. And so that's where the Starts come from. And then here represents a change to come to a place or position in or at or to a place or position. So here means change can start with me, change can start with Chris, change can start in the precinct, change can start in the community, and change can start here in Ohio. So that's why we came with the campaign, Change Starts Here. And like we said, this campaign was actually it was almost like a social experiment for us. We had a chance to go across the state and talk to various individuals from various backgrounds, from law enforcement to community activists, to children, to moms, to teachers. And we wanted to get their feedback, and we wanted to talk to them and have these honest conversations about police and community relations. And out of those conversations, what we found out is that a lot of people feel the same way. A lot of people feel that, we need to work together more. We need to, have that accountability. We need to all do something. And there's no one person or one organization who's going to make that happen. And so what we did is this campaign was not, it didn't come from us, it came from the people. So what we wanted to do is allow the people to talk to each other. So this campaign is reflective of what we all think as individuals about where change starts. And so the campaign was a series of posters, which you can see, this is an example of it here. And in the creative, you see that we have the state of Ohio, and there's a piece missing in the middle, right? And we have representatives from all over the state. And it's how can we improve community and police relations? And so as you see, there's a missing part here, and that change starts with you. So you are the missing component for how change starts. So we can't just sit back and say, okay, it's on everyone else to do it. It's it's all of our responsibility, all of our accountability to make that change. So that's the main poster that we came up with, and we also came up with billboards and some other ads. And one of the things that we came up with, because most of the stuff you see happening when it comes to police and community relations happens where? On social media, right? And that's where a lot of people see these incidents with police officers and the youth, to see these incidents when people get pulled over. So we wanted to make sure that we were sending this message out on the same platforms where you see these, these events happening. So what we did is we created a social campaign. So these individuals that we met across the state, we got a statement from them. After we met them and talked to them and got their feelings, we made them come up with a statement about where change starts. And so we had a series of really, really powerful statements from, change starts with us having the conversation before conversations need to be had. Change starts with consciousness and commitment. Change starts when playgrounds stop becoming crime scenes. And these are all of these different, unique, compelling statements that were coming from, like I said, the youth, the teachers, the moms, the law enforcement. And so we created these social posts that can be put out across social media and to impact people at the same place they see these other incidents take place as well. So we came up with that, and then we dove a level deeper on some of them by creating these video vignettes where we actually videotaped our conversations that we had across the state, so you can get more information and more detail about where that person's statement came from. And then we also created a general PSA video that kind of just really addresses what this campaign is all about. Talking about the perceptions that we have of each other when we don't know any information about each other, and just how we take these stereotypes, these perceptions we have based off of media or what somebody else tells us, and we put that upon police officers, or we put that upon the youth, or we put that upon community without, taking the time to, look beyond our perceptions. So we created a video PSA for that as well. So we were really, really happy to work on this project. It meant something to us as Black men, and we're very proud that we got to learn and actually have this education on our own going through this process. And so we feel enlightened by it, and hopefully this campaign will enlighten you too.
And before we get into showing you some of the videos that we have, we also took it one more layer deeper. We wanted, sometimes we talk about social media, right, and how things happen there. Sometimes when you see your print pieces or your posters and all, you kind of see it and you keep moving. You see it and you take the message and you keep moving. But once these materials become available on the poster, on the PSAs, we'll actually have almost an augmented reality component to it, where if you take out your phone and it tells you there which app to download. If you take out your phone and you download this app, it's called Erasmus, and you place it up to the photo, some of those pictures and those videos that we talked about will actually show up on the screen too. Not only do you get that social component, and not only do you get these materials here, but we're going to bring those things to life. So